Pemberton. On the menu, a seafood buffet. Here's the executive chef of the Whistler Conference Center, Ross Smith, and Whistler Mountains executive chef, Wilf Seymour.
Hi, name's Wilf.
Hey, Ross.
Great to be up here on top of Whistler Mountain. You just won't believe how excited I am and how long I've been looking forward to this. Behind us, as you can see here, there's Mount Currie. We're seeing a little bit of the CP Golf Course, of course, Green Lake, a little bit of Lost Lake in there. What altitude are we at here?
We're at 6,120 feet.
Oh boy, and you get paid for working up here.
Yeah.
It's a crime.
The best.
It's a crime, yeah. Okay, as you can see, what we've got in front of us here is quite an array of seafood. What are we going to do today, Wilf?
We're going to prepare a seafood buffet with a steamed red snapper, Singapore curry crab, steamed mussels, and we've got a few extra little items to add on.
Yes, I see. There's a lot of food here. Okay, let's get started. Now, be my guest. What are we going to do first?
First off, we're going to make a court bouillon, which is just a seasoned stock to steam the fish with. We start out with some vegetables.
Okay.
Carrots, celery, onion, and some parsley.
Now we just want to chop this a little bit.
Yeah.
Just cut it up into pieces. There we go. Okay.
Toss that into our pot.
Now we're just going to start this out here, and you're going to finish it in.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to bring that snapper up here now, we can. Isn't this a wonderful looking baby? Look at this. Looks almost like a cartoon character. Now, you've already cleaned the fish and scaled.
It's already been cleaned out, scaled, so it's all ready to go. Once the court bouillon is all ready to go, that's all gets thrown in there with water and white wine.
Now you'd bring this to a boil.
Yeah.
There we go. And what are you using, about a half liter of white wine?
Yeah.
Now, what size is this fish? How many pounds?
This is a 6-pound red snapper.
Okay, great. Okay, now anything else in there?
Little salt and pepper.
Which we have?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, now because it's steamed, you would normally, let's see, get that boiling, put the fish so
right in.
out of the fluid, right?
Right.
Boy. What a fine-looking creature we have here. There we go. Okay, now...
Always an attractive thing at a dinner table.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yes. Okay, now we are going to pretend through the magic of television. We're going to take this in and get it going through the last segment. We'll bring it out. Now, there we go. Let's start with the crab.
Okay. It's a Singapore chili crab. A friend from Thailand showed me how to do this once. There we go.
There you go.
So, we get our little fry pan there and put in 2 ounces of oil.
And we'll be using fresh, uncooked crab, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
So what we want to do is, to start off, we want to get our onions cooking and red chili paste, which is from Thailand. So we take...
Now, is this going to be a hot dish?
This is a spicy, so that's like Singapore chili.
Okay, there we go.
So we take a little of that, put that in there.
That is a fair amount.
And so we let that cook away, and while that's cooking, we take these wonderful crabs. We'll go with this one. And what you want to do, it's a fresh crab, so what you want to do is you want to clean this out. You take your knife point there, just break the back off of it.
Okay.
Normally a good table edge is great, and it'll just come right off there. And we just discard that, clean out all this goop in the center here.
And the lines, of course.
Yeah. Just remove that part there.
Wonderful fresh crab meat, chilled.
And just what you're going to do is break this in half. And good running water, run this all under water, get it all clean. And then to cook it, you'll be taking each leg off and cracking each leg.
Okay.
So all the chili will be getting in there.
Okay, then why don't I just continue going on with this, and you can
Okay.
Continue with the sauce.
So as the sauce is cooking here, you want to brown the chili, which brings out the real rich flavor of the chili. And that way the onions will get nice and brown. And as this browns, you'll be adding coconut milk to it, which is just right over here.
Okay.
Oops, excuse me.
Passing around.
So,
I'll just continue with cleaning this. Coconut milk's
Yeah.
going in.
so we add our coconut milk. 2 cups of coconut milk. By the way, it was 1 whole onion diced up. We've got our coconut milk in there. We add a little chicken stock for flavor.
One thing I should mention too while we're doing this, to make sure that you do get, wash this fairly well, get most of the mustard out of there, and make sure that you get all the lung material like this off the crab. Okay, that should be taken off for sure.
And so as we go on, we got the coconut milk in there, 3 tablespoons of chicken stock, a tablespoon of soy sauce,
Okay.
and we also want to add a tablespoon of garlic and a tablespoon of fresh ginger. And those have been ground up so they spread out and get a lot of flavor throughout the whole meal. And
Nice looking sauce here, freaking great.
And to this, the chili sauce, we add a 1/4 cup of vinegar and a 1/4 cup of sugar. Depends on your taste there. You may like to add a little more or a little less, but it helps bring the whole flavor out. And
And the heat that's in this is from the chili paste, basically.
from the chili base, and also a tablespoon of sambal ulak, which is a
Actually,
nice
we've
curry
used
paste.
that before, yes?
yeah, a nice chili paste, I should say.
I believe
1 tablespoon of that.
we had our honored mayor on one of the shows, and we were doing Indonesian style food, and we used a lot of these.
It's great. Dutch Indonesian style.
There you go.
It's terrific.
Okay.
What you want to do is you want to get this good and hot and ready for the crab to go in there. Then you add the crab. All ready to go?
Now that will thicken also with.
This will, yeah. As the curry paste cooks, it thickens up a lot.
Maybe I'm just going to. I think what we might do is wash this off now, bring this up to heat. We'll take a short little break now. We'll come back. How long will a crab take in this?
It takes about 10 minutes.
Okay, that's perfect time for the next segment. And what else are we going to be doing in the next segment?
We'll be steaming our mussels in a little white wine and spices.
And then the third segment, we'll bring on some guests. We'll set up a buffet situation and go for it. Eat-a-thon. How's that?
It'd be great.
Okay, we're going to take a little short break now. We'll be back very shortly with the crab, the mussels, and that beautiful, wonderful, good-looking red snapper. See you shortly. It's coming good. This will thicken up.
It will, yeah.
For all your grocery needs, shop at Nestor's Shop Easy. Fresh produce, high-quality meats, dairy products, and deli selections. Nestor's Market, a mile north of the town center in Whistler, open 8 to 8, 7 days a week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday till 9.
Welcome back to the top of the world. Here we are on top of Whistler Mountain, myself and my good friend here, Wilf Seymour, Executive Chef with Whistler Mountain Ski Corp. What we're doing today, Wilf, is seafood buffet, right?
That's right.
I'm having a hard time here, I should tell you, keeping my attention on the food and that, because you can see this wonderful view behind us. You couldn't ask for a better place to be doing this right now. And what a wonderful day for October 1st. It's great. Now, let's recap what we were doing in the first segment and finish up the crab.
We've got our chili sauce good and hot here now.
That's going
And so what we're going to do
well,
is add our good cleaned
There we
crab
go.
to this. Okay, we just
Now we've cleaned the crab as we showed you in the first segment. We've washed it. Now it's going in here. How long will this take, Will?
This will take about 10 minutes,
Great, perfect timing.
and that gives us enough time to do our mussels,
Okay.
which we're going to go through.
Now we've just been heating up the pot here. Now you're just doing them fairly natural in wine,
just
right?
going to steam them in a little white wine.
Be
we
my
add a little,
guest.
oh, some good wine to
Is
that.
hot, isn't it?
Good and hot. Little salt, pepper, and dill to that.
This is the standard Ross pinch that you're all getting used to. And here we go.
And
And
I
you've got
searched,
some dill here, right?
yeah, I searched through these to make sure didn't have any bad ones, but you notice the ones that are open there and won't shut, throw those ones right away because they're not very good. These have all been cleaned. The beards have been taken off, so they're all ready to go. Oh,
Okay.
sitting out in this hot, sunny weather, I guess they just couldn't take
Hot
it.
weather, October 1st. Do you believe that?
So we just got a few there that aren't very good, and we're
Okay.
just going to add those.
I don't know whether you'll be able to get them all in there, but we'll...
We'll be able to get most of them in there.
Okay,
That's enough for everybody who's here today.
there we go.
And put those up, get those cooking away. Just cover them and steam them.
And we're just going to steam these. Now with steaming mussels, you don't want a lot of fluid. They're being steamed, of course, they're not being poached or boiled, okay? And you will get fluid releasing from the shells, too.
Right.
You're going to stir those every now and then.
Crab's
You
trying to
might
get
wanna
out.
just stir- Crab's trying to get out. It's not alive anymore. It was earlier. Very fresh. We started with live fresh crab. Now, mussels going here.
Yeah.
Now,
So what you want to do is you want to stir this sauce around here, move the crab so it help it get a little thicker here.
Now look, the sauce is thickening out very nicely. Nice color to it also.
Have it back up there. Just don't want it to burn on the bottom.
Okay, now I think you want to do a little bit of a cocktail
Yeah.
sauce. We have some fresh prawns here, fresh boiled prawns, head-on prawns, that we're going to serve with this luncheon buffet or the seafood buffet today. And we're going to do, now you might want to just bring this a little out here so the people can
Okay.
see you. There you go.
There we go. So it's a cocktail sauce, kind of the type everybody likes to make. We got a little ketchup here,
Go ahead with that. I'm just going to,
some horseradish, about half the amount of horseradish as you got ketchup. And then got some capers. Gonna crush up about a tablespoon of capers. Just quickly chop those up there and throw them in there.
if I may, I'm just going to add a little more fluid to this, a little more wine.
Okay. Get it a little nicely chopped.
It's a shame to waste it, isn't it?
Yeah.
There we go. Done. Now, if that was beer. Okay, we're just going to toss these a couple more times while you're doing that. The crab's coming along.
White onion. And
Fresh lime.
you normally put lemon juice in. Always goes with seafood, but I always like lime juice a lot better. Has more flavor.
A little more flavor, not quite as tart.
Just squeeze juice of 2 whole limes in there. And limes always have less seeds than lemons. So there's nothing to worry about.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I can hear this going at a nice rolling purr.
And so
We're starting to smell this now too. It just smells great.
and we got a
I
nice
just want to bring those
sauce.
prawns out front here, and there we go. Look at that.
Yeah, nice prawns. All they were done was they were just quickly boiled, quick flash boil.
Again, you can do these in a little corde bouillon like we did with the red snapper,
Yeah.
which is quite simple. A little bit of lemon, a little bit of vegetable, possibly a bay leaf, something there. And again, we mentioned with prawns, the biggest mistake most people will make is to overcook them. Now, this is with all seafood, actually. Undercook it, if anything. Undercook it. Don't overcook it. Any type of seafood, particularly prawns.
True. They go tough and dry. They aren't very good.
And you can see these now. This is, look at how moist. Very nice, actually. Gee, maybe I should.
Oh well. Nice thing about having a seafood party and having prawns like this is the people always look at this and think, wow, kind of unusual. And it takes them longer to shell a prawn like this than
This
it would
is
to
true.
eat one that's
This is
already
true.
shelled.
I find in a buffet situation they won't put quite as many on their plate.
Yeah.
And it controls the quantity a little better. Okay, you want to just give that another little stir there. Now with the mussels, they're starting to open. We can say that it'll take 10 minutes, we can say that it'll take 7, depending. It's cooking a little slower out here because, of course, these butane burners have a little difficulty in the wind and the little breeze that we have going up here. You'll know the mussels are cooked when they open. That's it. Now, mussels particularly, much like prawns, don't overcook them. When they're cooked, that's it. Serve them. Once they're open, they're cooked. Okay, now I think we've got everything pretty well done here.
Yeah, it's pretty close to being ready to
We're going to
serve.
take a little break. Keep these on the heat at the moment just to keep them warm. We're coming back and we're going to put everything out in a buffet situation, and you have some friends that have been waiting here. Hungrily,
Salivating there, look at them.
Poor people, because we're not always on our timing situations properly. It does take us about a half a day to do a show like this. So we're going to come back, we're going to put the buffet together, and people will be eating. And I'm just going to come back and enjoy this view again. So stay with us, we'll be right back, and there you go.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Your best grocery buys in Whistler are at Nestor's Shop Easy Market. Nestor's, where you'll find a terrific selection of fresh produce, variety, selection, and prices that can't be beaten. You'll appreciate our high-quality meat department, from roast to chicken, steaks, and chops. And don't forget the deli for a quick snack or specialty items. You'll find it all at Nestor's. Open 8 to 8, 7 days a week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday till 9. Nestor's Market, a mile north of the town center in Whistler.
Okay. Well, not everything seems to work out when we talk it over in bed. I never meant to.
Welcome back to Cooking with Ross and Ross Smith's guest, the top Whistler Mountain, Wilf Seymour. Our guest diners today will be Whistler Mountain employees Laura and Brian.
Behind there.
Sorry, I hate to turn my back on you, but look at the view we've got to work with here. This is amazing. My friend Wilf Seymour, Whistler Mountain Executive Chef. Here we are at, what's the altitude again here? It's a little thin, I know I can't.
6,120, or I think I said something different earlier. Somewhere around there. Somewhere.
6,120 feet.
That's right.
We're at the top of the world. It's wonderful. We've got a beautiful day on the 1st of October, and we've been enjoying the view all day. Now, we've got a great seafood buffet that we're going to do. Let's just run through what we've done for the first couple of segments. If you want to do with the crab dish first.
Sure, we've got Singapore chili crab, which is just finishing up here. There's a couple more items still to add to it, and it's just simmering away there. The crab will come out of there at the end, and we'll finish the sauce off. We've got our steamed mussels under here.
Wonderful, look at that.
Look at that,
Opened
nicely
up,
open and ready to go. We've got a few steamed prawns at the front there with a nice cocktail sauce, and our steamed fish.
And this will show you when we start the buffet going. That's wonderful, that red snapper, whole, fresh. Everything was fresh here.
Everything was fresh. Some of it was still alive.
Okay, the crab was bouncing around a bit while we were shelling it. So now, why don't you just run through a little bit with some of the items that are in this crab.
Okay, what we started off with was we sauteed onions and our chili paste with a little oil to start off with.
There we go, bring that
delicious chili paste there. It's a nice spicy red curry paste, original from Thailand. Get down at most specialty markets. And sauteed all that, added our coconut milk, then spiced it up with a little sambal ulek, which is nice.
Thickening up now. That's
getting good and thick.
Wonderful, yes, very, very nice. And the sambal ulek, actually, we can buy most of these ingredients right at Nestor's Market, can you not?
Yep, I've seen it.
I know they have a lot of the Indonesian style, the sambal ulek and all that, and the fresh seafood, of course. They've got a very nice fresh seafood area at Nestor's Market, and you can purchase pretty well everything that's on the menu here. Now, you've got something to finish this up with.
What happens here, just before you get ready, you get your nice big platter here, and you grab your crab out of there. It's all ready to go. Delicious. Oop.
goes.
Comes out of there.
Little that.
And just
Now this
put
sauce
this
is thickened.
put this off to the side. To this, we add 2 chopped tomatoes
Okay.
and green onion. And you want your green onion just chopped about 1.5 inches in length, because it's just the style that the Thai like. This is just one bunch, about
And that's
6.
the way you want to do it.
Yeah.
And you can do anything you want
That's
today.
right.
This is your menu.
That's
There
right.
you go.
And then the sauce just finishes off there, and while we get all the rest of the food ready to go here, this will just take a minute to heat
Now,
up.
are you going to brandy it?
Oh, forgot an ounce of brandy in there.
For me to forget any alcohol.
Look at that.
I see it on the table. I'm going to use it.
We just put an ounce of brandy into there.
Good. Notice he's keeping the bottle away from me because I did use all the white wine that he had here. Okay, that's looking.
And right at the end here, it'd be a good time to test it to see if it's got enough sweet and sour flavor to it as well.
Yes. May I?
Oh,
Please.
go ahead, yeah.
That's excellent. Very, very nice. Now you're just going to top that up.
That'll just be put right on top of the crab once we get the...
Okay, let's start putting some of this together in a buffet situation, and then we'll bring on some of our friends
Yeah?
to eat. The crew today is just going to be very, very happy because we have a lot of food here today. I'm surprised the crew didn't grow to about 20 people today.
So move that up there.
Okay. Now these could be put out in warmers or something. Because it's a small quantity of food that we're using, we're just going to platter them, decorate them a little bit, put them out, and away you go. Now,
Lots of nice green parsley on these.
excellent.
And
We're
this-
going to deal with the crab there.
Yeah, this sauce is ready. The green onions, you want them just before they go a little limp, because they have to have a nice bright color to them. And it gets poured all over the crab.
That looks excellent.
And it'll be ready to serve just like that. Turn that off.
Now the mussels, they were just done in white wine. Okay? A little bit
Right.
of salt, a little bit of pepper, and a little bit of dill. Okay. Just gonna pour the remaining broth on there. Now, let's get this out of the way a little here.
Here we go.
Okay. Now, if you just want to put some parsley on that, enough parsley here to start a fire. It's great.
Ooh.
And there's the pièce de résistance. Look at that. This is the fresh red snapper, whole. Quite an amazing looking fish. When we bring our friends in to eat here, I'll just serve some of this. It'll come off the bone very easy, and you can actually almost just scoop it out.
Yeah.
The skin is edible. It's
All the
been
scales
scaled.
have been taken off, so it's all ready to go.
Okay. All right, now we have yes, Laura and Brian. Come on in here, please.
Good job.
Laura,
Hey, thanks.
Brian, you both work at Whistler Mountain, do you not?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, great. This is a little better than the normal lunch break situation up here, is it? Or?
Fabulous.
Oh,
fabulous.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, why don't we grab plates here? There we go.
Thanks.
Thank you.
We'll let you serve yourselves if we got some utensils.
Yeah.
And I'll just pull some of this snapper meat off.
Is it in a rice form?
There are
This
bits
is
and pieces,
very,
yeah.
very tender.
Is
Now,
that too much?
when you
Oh,
pull it out,
Perfect.
you'll get some bones in
It's
it, but
cracked,
the bones
ready to
are
go.
large. So, I'll just give you a little more of that there.
Here, I'll just get in there.
Grab those mussels.
Again, this is just cooked
Oh,
so moist, not overcooked, as we said before, right, Wolf?
Right.
Seafood, you really
With-
don't want to make that
Just
mistake.
With steaming it, it's not a direct heat,
Mm-hmm.
so it's able to cook a little longer and just
More there?
cook
There
nicely.
you go. Okay.
Pass.
There we go.
Beautiful.
It's a wonderful looking lunch for on top of the mountain.
The view, the weather.
The view, good company.
Fresh air,
What
fine
can we ask
dining.
for more? There's no bar though, is there? Well, there is actually. I think
We're missing a glass of wine with this.
a glass of wine would be perfect with this.
Hey, we'll get you one.
Okay. Thanks, Will.
A few prawns. Little sauce.
There we go. Did you get some prawns?
Yeah, I got
Let's get some sauce.
You got enough
sauce. We
now?
haven't got a spoon in there.
Oh, well,
Missed a
we'll
spoon.
fix that. Here we go.
Perfect. I don't know.
There we
Oh,
go.
maybe I'll just grab one.
Looks great.
Enjoy.
Okay. There we go.
Thank you very much.
Please enjoy. We're going to be joining you a little later at the end of the show. Looks like there's enough food here for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing, we just run through the whole thing, just a little quick more time, and then we're going to sit down and eat with our friends.
Okay.
How's that? Crab. Indonesian.
Singapore.
Singapore.
Singapore. Singapore chili crab.
Singapore chili crab.
It's
Excellent.
Delicious with the coconut milk,
Very
the
easy.
chili and curry in there.
And what we should say is if you're going to deal with seafood like this, it's available fresh up here, Nestor's Market. Buy it fresh, right?
That's right. The best way to get it.
It's the best thing to do with it. Seafood fresh all the time. We have access to it all the time. So prawns, poached lightly, court bouillon.
Right.
Just a little bit of vegetables, a little lemon. Don't overcook them. The simplicity of just mussels, poach some wine, right?
That's right. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy and the best way to have mussels. They've got a lot of flavor themselves. They don't need much more.
Now, the great thing. What a wonderful looking fish. This is the red snapper. Again, done whole, cleaned, descaled,
Yeah.
and poached.
Poached. Steamed. Steamed.
Steamed. Not
Steamed, which
poached.
is much better than
Steamed,
poaching. The steam doesn't dry it out as much as if you poach it and you over poach it. And the flavor of the court bouillon adds a little flavor to the fish as well.
And if you're doing it steaming like this, what you want is you want it out of the fluid. You want it resting on top
Right.
in a rack or something.
Or like we used.
Okay. All right. I think that's about it now. You've done a wonderful job here. I'd like to
Thank
thank
you very much.
Thank
Glad you
for
could come
having
up
me
to the
here.
top.
I'm
Yeah.
glad I could come up. I don't want to go back down now. This is great. It's going to be a hard time getting the conference center getting me to work in a kitchen again. Wonderful day. We couldn't ask for better weather.
That's
Good
true.
friends, wonderful food. We're going to enjoy some of this now. Please, I don't know if, I'm sure Wilf won't mind you calling him and asking for the recipes to some of this stuff. It's quite simple. Try it at home, enjoy it. We'll see you next time. Thanks again, Will.
Thank you.
Make Nestor's Shop Easy your one-stop shopping center in Whistler. For variety, selection, and prices that are truly unbeatable, shop at Nestor's for all your grocery needs. Produce, from the garden to your table, simply the best. Dairy products, bakery goods, high-quality meats, and those ever-so-special deli items. You'll love the variety. No order is too big or too small. Need help? Nestor's Market has the friendliest staff in town. Nestor's, a mile north of the village entrance, open 7 days a week, 8 to 8, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday till